Hey guys, welcome to the channel. I'm Don. This is Rockin' the Country. I'm shooting down the Jersey Shore again. Gorgeous November day. Like, we're in the second half of November and it's like 60 degrees out, so I'll take it. Anyway, I got a gift request from Jeff Cather, who, well, I'll read what he said. But Jeff, thank you for this gift, my friend. You're very funny. And also for a former sheriff. I'm way ahead of you. You're not catching me, my friend. All right. I've got a gift request for Caylee Hammack, Small Town Hypocrite. It kind of reminds me of a Harper Valley PTA song. But let's see here. Jeff, you said this. Hope you're enjoying Zimbabwe. If you've been around the channel a while, you'll understand that. Here is my regular request for a new female artist to the channel. This time we are going with Caylee Hammack, my third most favorite redhead behind Reba and Patty Loveless. Kaylee is from Georgia and is as nice as she is pretty. The video starts with her telling the story of the song, then the song itself. All right, so let's just get into this bad boy, shall we? Jeff knows this stuff when it comes to country music. He's not much for tracking people down, though, because I'm still alive and well. All right, here we go.
Hand-me-down dreams got me high in the rafters. Homecoming queen couldn't be an outsider.
Small Town Hypocrite is most definitely the most personal story and song on this record. Ever since I was a little girl, I just wanted to move to Nashville. I knew that I wanted to be in the music city. I knew that being close to the music was important. So I worked really hard, and I got an academic scholarship to Belmont University. And it was going to get me exactly where I wanted to be. But
I've been to Belmont.
The whole time I was working towards that scholarship, I was falling in love with a boy in my hometown. And when I told him I was leaving, he broke down and said he couldn't go on without me in that little town. So, you know, I'm a kid that was raised on the Disney movies. I've always thought that love is sacrifice, and I decided that love was worth the sacrifice of my dreams. So I gave up the scholarship, called the university and told them I wasn't coming, and I stayed in that hometown. And I tried to love that boy as much as I could. And no one loves harder or falls harder than a girl that's never truly been in love before, never been hurt before. So a few months later, as soon as that scholarship was out of reach of getting it back, I found out that he was running around on me with a nurse on the night shift. And you know, I asked him why, and he said the reason was we'd been together for so long, there just wasn't space between us. So after wandering around trying to figure out how to put my broken heart back together in a small town, I finally did exactly what I should have done in the first place. I gave him all the space he wanted. I threw my clothes in trash bags, and I drove 399 miles to Nashville. And I slept in my car that night and woke up to snow on my windshield. And I knew it was a clean slate.
Nice. And like I said, I love that intro. I absolutely love the way she characterized it. It gives me a lot to think about, certain information that I didn't know, like whether it's true or not. What was it? Nobody falls in love harder than a girl that's never been in love before. That's what she said. I said, man, I've never heard that before, but of course I'm going to think about it from here forward. I've been inside Belmont University.
Hand-me-down dreams got me high in the rafters. Homecoming queen couldn't be an outsider. So there I'd sit with a cigarette lit and a leather jacket. I found a boy who was a stranger too, in a one-horse town at a table for two. We had matching scars, matching tattoos, both dying to fit in. Ain't that some shit? We're just small town hypocrites.
Why?
And that scholarship was a ship that sailed when I chose you and myself into someone else just to love you. Damn, I loved you. Took all my plans and I put them in a box. Phantom pains for the wings I lost. Had me circling rings in the catalogs. For 7 years and you never got the hint. Ain't that some shit? I'm just a small town hypocrite.
All right, I don't know where the hypocrisy is going to come in. She's calling herself that, but I'm not quite sure how she's going to develop that part of it, because I'm not seeing hypocrisy here.
Swore we'd be running this town, but you're just running around. And I'm staring at a picket fence, wondering where the hell time when I should have been running by now. But I just hate.
How many rewrites this took.
Love shot me out like a rocket, never to return. Man, I forgot it. How it feels to fall from orbit and land on shifting sands. I found my heart at the bottom of a bucket. You said you needed space, and damn it, I bought it. Till you moved in a vinyl-sided double wide with a couple of her kids. Ain't that some shit?
Taylor Swifting this dude.
You're just a small town hypocrite.
You are.
Oh, so we'd be running this town, but you're still running around. And I'm staring at a picket fence, wondering where the hell time when I should have been running by now. But I just hang around. Oh, now I bitch about how things turned and how they should have been. The bridges that I burned and the trains I didn't catch, like a small town hypocrite. Just a small town hypocrite.
That was really good writing. And I said, I wonder how many rewrites that took. That was not a criticism. That was an awareness of the way in which she used language. I mean, she's young too. I don't know how young, but I mean, obviously young, way younger than I am. And I work with words a lot, and I know what it takes to choose just a certain word, or to add a word, or like, oh God, I wish I'd put. Later on, you look back at something you've written, whether it's a book, a paragraph, an article, something, and you're like, gosh, I could have just put this word in there, or added that adjective, or taken that adjective or adverb out, whatever. And that's a more formal process, but it ties into the creative process. And when she said, like, talking about falling from orbit onto the shifting sands, and it's the word shifting that made me think of the whole, like, the rewrites, the wording, like, this is one of those songs where it's so emotionally powerful for her, for the person who wrote it, that you're thinking about that song a lot. There are some songs you think about a lot more than others, certain writing that you think about a lot more than others. And I know because I've written numbers of books, but I'm in the process of two others right now. One I'm about 30 or 40 pages in, and the other about 100. And I think of them in different ways. And that has to do with emotional connection to them, if you will, and why I'm writing them. And some songs can be so emotional that you want to take a little bit of distance, and then you go back and look at it a little bit more, not academically, but mentally, rather than with your heart, Because sometimes when your heart's invested and you're mad, you want to just totally dump on someone, lay it out there without getting sued and stuff, which is always a concern for people who are writing stuff publicly. But yeah, that was good. I liked her voice. They're right out of the chute. I had her voice reminded me initially of Joey Feek's voice, but very palatable voice. Very pretty girl, as you said, Jeff. But I'm listening to the lyrics and the I don't know music, chords and C chord, middle this, and do this with the I don't know any of that because I don't play an instrument. But I wonder how you even pick how you're going to set the instrumentation to lyrics like this. But I will say this, I didn't see the hypocrisy in it. And it might be that he was saying that he needed the space, but he was really trying to make her have the space. I saw lying going on. I saw cheating going on, those themes, but I didn't see the hypocrisy in it. This is the type of song where she could have been referring to herself, even though she's mad at him. But then she came out and said, "You're just a small town hypocrite." Yeah, maybe Kaylee, if you see this. I've been to Belmont. One of my, you're sort of like a surrogate. I've got a few surrogate kids, if you will. Not my biological kids, but Brittany went to Belmont. And I went down there. We went out once. We met with some other folks and yada, yada, yada. But I saw it. I was inside some of the classrooms and places and all that. It's beautiful. Very clean. The whole nine. But, all right, Jeff, I'm going to rate this thing. The experience with it. The number that instantly popped into my head was a 9.4. I loved the personality. She was serious about it, but even that little vignette, that little bit of information, that wasn't a vignette, but information about like nobody falls harder than a girl who's never been in love before. I'm like, that's fascinating. Like, I love those things because if that's true, even marginally true or close to it, it's like, all right, that explains more of humanity to me. And I love knowing more about the psychosocial dynamics of life, the philosophical aspects of life. I don't have reason to doubt what she said, but not being a girl, I can't say because I've fallen too and whatever. So 9.4, that goes in the playlist of songs of 9 and above. So Jeff, good call on that one, man. You know your stuff. You don't know how to track me down, but you do know your stuff. So, and there's no need for Zimbabwe tracking downs because that was a 9.4. All right, guys, that's it for this one. Have a great day. I'll see you on another video and keep rocking a country.